What's up, everybody? Elias here, and in this video we're going to do the guest management SOP, okay? And so let me just share my screen like I am, and let me try to talk you through it. So this is what it looks like, and we're going to set up a piece of this, all right? And so we're setting this up so that our podcast hosts or ourselves, we could just reach out to guests, whether it's Instagram or LinkedIn, social, email, phone, whatever, and we give them a specific link, and they can book a pre-interview on our website so that they can book time to discuss what they might, pretty much to discuss their application beyond the podcast. Okay. So there's a pre-interview confirmation email. Then the pre-interview call happens between the guest and the host, or the guest and the producer. And then after that call, we send them a follow-up email. And in that email, we include a link to book the actual interview. In both of these emails, in the pre-interview follow-up email, in the interview confirmation email, maybe even this pre-interview confirmation email, we would want to include something like an onboarding form for them to fill out everything that we need from them, like their, bio, how they want their name spelled, their headshot, that sort of stuff, their social media links. Okay. And so we're going to set that up as well today. Once they book the interview, then they get a post-interview. They get the interview confirmation email. Once they do the interview, they get a post-interview email, that follow-up. And then we go ahead and cue the distribution and production of the episode, okay? And so there's a lot of pieces to this, and I'd love for you to become a master at learning how to set up each of these pieces so that we can start moving fast. And the first piece we're going to set up today is going to be from guest, from step 2 of where the guest books the pre-interview, all the way to step 9 where the interview follow-up email is sent. All right. So with that being said, let's dive in to look at what the guest management SOP looks like right now. And so this is inside of ClickUp. And so, step 1, we want to work with the client, get the logins to the main tools that we need. And so it's like, okay, well, what kind of logins do we need? We want to make sure that we have everything we need to do this. And that's going to include like website, which could be WordPress, appointment automation tool, like Calendly, GoDaddy, for wherever they're hosting, in case we need the hosting information. Do we need anything else? Yeah, that should be about it for at least getting this stuff done, okay? And we do need our client to have like a premium Calendly. Next, we want to test the login. So I've already done these steps. And then we want to source the onboarding form, okay? And so in this case, our client gave us an onboarding form that we can work with. And so here it is, guest feedback form and guest invite form. So invite form, that's the onboarding form. And that's great. The guest, our host already put this together. And so we just need to either recreate this on the website using a form builder or embed this onto the website. Okay. And so we'll go ahead and get that rolling. And then we want to set up the Calendly. So we're going to do these steps today. So look, we got the onboarding form. That was it. And we even got a feedback form, which is going to be sent in this follow-up email after the interview. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's jump into Calendly and let's set that up. And so there's 2 Calendlys we're going to set up, and they're both pretty much the same. One's a pre-interview, the other's an interview. There's some differences. And look, we actually got the Leapcast podcast interview with Dr. George James here. So let me open it up and let's just look at it together. So Dr. James already set this up. Zoom, Leapcast, great. And then it's for within 60 days in the future for 60 minutes. It looks like he set his hours already. Okay, so that's great. And then he has some of this info. Okay, that's fine. Now what we're going to want to do, so this was done for the interviews. Let's go ahead and see the calendar invitation. Let me go ahead and update that. And then after we update this Calendly, we'll duplicate it. So we have the interview and the pre-interview, and then we're going to set the workflows so we can automate the emails. And so here is this, your Leapcast podcast interview with Dr. George James. That's fine. We will meet here. Okay, so yeah, we want to add some more information to this because this is going to be the calendar invite. They're going to see this. So let me just, make this more personal. not hi my name, but hi the guest's first name. Thank you for being a guest on the Leap Cast podcast, hosted by Dr. George James. Please make sure, and this is really going to be similar for all of them. Normally, we'd want to put this in a doc, and eventually there's probably going to be a doc template for this. So if there is, use that. If not, get this, run this through me or whoever your manager is. But it's straightforward. It's always like, thank you, welcome. I'll make sure that they're ready for the interview. So I'm going to continue typing this out. So please make sure to tune in from a quiet, well-lit room for the podcast to be recorded in video and audio. Okay, we're going to meet on Zoom here, and then this is where I add in that location bit, which is auto-generated. And then now we also want to figure out do we want to have this onboarding form recreated in WordPress or not? So I'm going to have to circle back to that. So let me just finish setting this up. And because we're going to want to add the onboarding form here. So I'm going to pause from here. I'm going to make sure to save this. Looks like the email reminders are there. And let's go ahead and pivot to this next step. We're not done with this. And I'm going to move over into Dr. George's space with his SOP so that I can check things off as we're finished. But now I'm going to just jump into setting. Yeah, we were just doing that, the Calendly and the follow-up emails. So let's set up this booking page. So let's look at all the pages he's got first. I don't think he's got a podcast page yet. Okay, so we're going to want to set that up. Okay. Add a new page and wonder what kind of builder he's using. Oh man. Fun stuff. So we're going to go ahead and build this on WordPress now. I just clicked add new page. It looks like we're going to use he's got a builder in here. Great. Let's just go ahead and add a title. This is going to be book your interview. Yeah, or just interview. Boom. Yeah, we'll make it Leapcast interview. Leapcast interview. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. That looks fine. We'll just publish it. I hope it doesn't get added to the menu. We got to double check, make sure it's not added to the menu. So I'm hitting publish so that I can jump into this builder. I haven't worked with Tatsu before, but hopefully they're all similar. They're all alike. Yeah, doesn't look bad. And I really hope that the menu, yes, good. Okay, the menu automatically gets added in here. Cool. So now we want to say, now we're doing, this is the interview page. And so it looks like it needs us to add columns. Okay, that's fine. And now I want to add in a title. So let me see if there's a title module. Title with icon, special title. I don't want a special title. I just want text. So let's see how that looks. And now we're going to say, book your interview. And we're going to center that. And let's see how we can edit the design here. Yeah, because I do want the typography on this to be much bigger, like a 32. Oh, maybe even more, like a 48. Okay. Okay. And schedule your interview. Yeah, maybe this is going to be even smaller because now it looks hella big. So that's a 48. We'll probably go to 36. Great. Maybe we bold it. I don't know. We're going with a default font. I feel like that's fine. I don't want to mess with it too much. Let's see what this bold does. Okay, and then we also want to always look at how stuff looks like on our phone. And look at that. That doesn't look good. We don't want it to look like that. So we're going to have to optimize this for mobile now. And I am going to take a pause from here because I got something else to do. So I'm going to sign out. And I'll catch you back for part 2 of this guest management system setup for Dr. George. Where's my outro?